What do you think about Brexit as a whole?
Oh, it's bollocks.
And,
absolute bollocks.
And do you think that the people that voted for Brexit are happy with the Brexit that they're getting now?
No, no one's happy. That's kind of the ideal situation, though, to be fair, because it's the only pure compromise that's possible. Because either way, you're always going to have a majority that's unhappy. And this way, it's the best, so it's the most political kind of Brexit, because you have the Remainers, or those who were in favor of Remain, they're unhappy because, well, they're leaving, they, you know, people from the EU can no longer come here as easily, they can't go abroad as easily, housing markets are going to crash, well, we'll see about that, but things like that. On the other hand, Brexiters, they're not going to be happy simply because it's not enough. Right, there will still be people coming into the UK from the EU, they'll still be able to find employment, all of that sort of bullshit that they all go on about. So it's, all sides are kind of unhappy.
What do you reckon is the best possible outcome now?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's, like I said, I haven't really looked into the deal as it's presented right now, also because it still needs to be verified by, you know, 27 heads of state.
Sure.
Best case scenario, I don't know. Best case scenario is probably some kind of prolonged negotiation period, to be completely honest.
So where are you from?
Me, I was born and raised in Germany, but I've been all over the place. So it's.
But you live in the UK at the moment?
At the moment, yeah.
So how do you feel about your future within the UK, given the fact that all this is going on?
Limited.
Yeah.
That's my future in the UK. Limited. I mean, London is sort of. I mean, London voted majority Remain. Sure. I think it was something like a 60-40 split. But that still leaves 40% of nearly 10 million people that want you out, right? And I know there's this whole argument of, you know, framing all those who voted Brexit. But, you know, you still feel that there's this sort of intrinsic unwelcomeness about you as a European. Yeah. Just because, you know, it doesn't even have to be people coming up to you and saying, get out of my country, or, you know, something like that. But it's just that knowing that, you know, I don't know, 10 people just walk by, 4 of them want you out, minimum. And I just don't see this anymore as a country where I can raise my children, quite frankly. Yeah. And that's sort of the biggest contributor for me. Yeah. We don't know where we're going, but we're not staying in the UK.
Okay. And what's your
definitely?
Sure. What's your message for the Conservatives and Theresa May today?
Don't forget about us. The thing that bugs me most about the way that Brexit has been approached, Theresa May pre-referendum was officially anyway against leaving, right? And then once she was Prime Minister, she was given the mandate to leave the European Union, which is fair enough. As Prime Minister, that's what you got to do, sort of. But in this whole rhetoric that she's taken on, she's embraced fully the leavers as if they'd won 100% referendum, which they haven't. Let's not forget, it was a 51.8%, and that's with a lot of people still not voting. Yeah. So it feels a lot like government as a whole has totally forgotten about the remaining 48%. Yeah. Just don't forget about us. Yeah.